besties. Thank you so much for joining me. I am live right now here in our Facebook group, the Behind the Scenes Tech for Successful Female Coaches. I am your host, Sha-day Johnson, and as the screen says, my favorite little banner down there, I am a tech strategist for non-techie coaches, and I focus on helping you with the behind the scenes tech in your business. I help you choose and use it so that you can finally ditch the tech overwhelm and get more clients with ease. That is like my number one thing I love doing is helping you to finally get that side of the business figured out. So that way you can go ahead and focus on your zone of genius, which is coaching. So every now and again, I like to go live here in the group with a behind the scenes tech talk. And I have a quick one for you today, or at least I hope it'll be quick. We'll see. But I wanted to talk about the tech behind starting your email list. As you know, I am a huge email list lover. And if you've been following me for a while, you know that I have an upcoming challenge for coaches called Uplevel Your List. And that is where I'm going to be sharing my top tips and strategies and all the secrets behind email automation and how that can help you to get more clients. And so if you want to join that challenge, you can go to shadayjohnson.com/challenge. We do get started this coming Monday, October 4th. So definitely get yourself registered so you can get in. It's going to be in an exclusive Facebook group. It's not going to be in this group. So you definitely have to register so you can gain access to that group and learn all about it. I'll go over more what we're talking about at the end of this live, but let's go ahead and get into this tech talk. So the tech behind starting your email list, you actually only need 4 things. I've narrowed it down. I have my notes here. So you only need 4 things to get started with building your email list. And real quick, one reason why you should even think it's important to build an email list is because, when you're on social media, like I know all of you are right now, you're obviously watching this, you are taking a lot of time to build a following there, whether it's in your Facebook group or your Instagram profile or on your Facebook business page. And that's really great and really important because we know having an online business, an online coaching business, you definitely have to put yourself out there and start gaining that or building that audience. However, you don't actually own these platforms. So if Facebook decides, hey, I don't want you to have this business page anymore, or Instagram decides, oh, hey, your profile, violated some terms of service, even if you don't think you actually did anything, then hey, your profile's gone along with all the people that were following you and you have no way of getting in contact with them. So one way that you can help with this issue is to start building your own email list, because once you have your email list, that is something you own. It is an asset in your business, and it is a list of people who are interested in what you have to say, what you have to offer, and who are basically ideal clients for you. Some of them might be like your cousin or your mom that are following you. But for the most part, your followers are going to be people who actually need your services and want to buy from you. So super important to get started as soon as possible. So you may be saying, okay, you convinced me. Now, where do I get started? So the first thing of the 4 that you need is to choose an email service provider. And an email service provider is basically how you're going to be sending out one email to many, many people without them seeing, all of their names. You're not going to go into your Gmail account and add all the email addresses. And then it's like this long thing and everyone sees everybody's information. No. What we're doing is signing up for an email service provider that houses all of your email addresses securely behind the scenes in their system. And when you send out an email, it's going to go to everyone, but it's going to look like it's just going to one person. So when you choose an email service provider, there's tons of options out there. If you've been following me for a while, my favorite is ConvertKit, but there's other options like Aweber or MailChimp, which don't use MailChimp. but there's lots of different options. There's, let's see, I know there's a really popular one now named Flowdesk that's been going around. So lots of different options for you. However, if you're going to go with one and you are just getting started, definitely go with ConvertKit. I do think that they are the best. I do have a video that I created over on YouTube that's called ConvertKit versus MailChimp. So if you want to see the differences between those two and why I really think you should go with ConvertKit versus MailChimp, then go ahead and get that checked out or check that video out. And by the way, if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, what are you doing? You need to go over there because that is where I am posting all the goodness. And besides in this Facebook group, obviously, but I'm like creating dedicated videos for YouTube and going over all the tech that you need behind the scenes to be successful. So just FYI, let's see, I think I actually might have it over here. Oh, yes, I do. Sha-dayjohnson.com/subscribe. That's going to give you the exact link to go ahead and get subscribed over on YouTube. Right now, I'm trying to reach my first 100 subscribers. So at this point, you could subscribe and then send me a DM or an email and say, hey, I'm number 35 or I'm number 36, and I will like love you forever. I literally know who number 10 is and who number 1 is. And I think about them and it just brightens my day. So anyway, go ahead and go over there, get subscribed, show your girl some love. Thank you. So the first thing is an email service provider. Once you got that out of the way, then you are going to need the second thing, which is an opt-in form. And so when you create your account with ConvertKit, which by the way, you can create that using sha-dayjohnson.com/ConvertKit. That's my affiliate link. Thank you for using it. When you sign up with ConvertKit, you will have the option to start creating opt-in forms. And opt-in forms are those, okay, let's say you go to a website and you see an area to input your name and your email address, and then you hit subscribe or download or something. Those 3 boxes, well, 2 boxes and a button, that is what is considered an opt-in form. And so when you create that opt-in form with ConvertKit, and place it somewhere, which we're going to get to where you place it next. That's where someone's going to input their information there. And then that's how everything's going to work, through the internet magic and get sent over to ConvertKit. Their information is going to get sent over to ConvertKit. And then you can start emailing them because they have now opted in to being on your email list and you are able to contact them that way. So opt-in form is what you need for number 2. Number 3 is going to be a landing page. So I say landing page, but it could also be your website. But if you're in the beginning of your business, trust me, you don't need a website right now. I know that's probably sounds really cliche to say. Yes, eventually you will need a website, or I shouldn't even say you will, but because everyone runs their business differently. But 9 times out of 10, if you're going to be a seasoned coach, you're probably going to want to have a website. And so I say landing page because in the beginning of your business, you don't necessarily need a full-blown website. And the nice thing about using ConvertKit is that you literally don't need a website to set up a landing page. Not only do they have ways to create opt-in forms, but they also have a way to create many different beautiful landing pages. And so a landing page is basically you have a website address. Let's say it's sha-dayjohnson.com. And when you go to sha-day.com, it lands on a specific web page. And so, that web page for me, well, right now my website's under construction, but that's a whole other thing. So that just goes to prove you don't really need a website. But I'm actually in the process of updating it to make it even more amazing for you and have it be like this amazing resource thing. So, but that's coming later. I'll announce it soon. So when someone lands on this page, when you create it in ConvertKit, it's basically going to say, for example, oh, hey, I created this amazing freebie. It's the ultimate checklist for starting your business because maybe you're a business coach. And it's going to have that. It's going to have a picture of the amazing opt-in, and then it's going to have that opt-in form for them to actually sign up to receive that freebie. So when you create that in ConvertKit, they're going to give you the web address. So you don't actually have to have your own domain like sha-dayjohnson.com. You can just sign up with ConvertKit. They're going to handle that domain situation. You get the link to that landing page and you start promoting it, saying, hey, download this freebie I created. Here's the link to download it. And it's all handled with ConvertKit. Now, in the future, if you do decide to finally get your website up and running, then obviously you can place those opt-in forms on your actual website, which is also super easy to do. But in the meantime, if you don't have that, no big deal. Just create a landing page with ConvertKit, get your opt-in form on there, and you're good to go. Finally, the fourth thing that you need is an actual opt-in. So when I say an opt-in, many times the first way that people go about trying to get people onto their email list is to create a freebie, or it's also called a lead magnet. And that is definitely one strategy, and a strategy that works to get people onto your email list. But there's also other strategies such as, networking, connecting with other people, just asking them if they want to be on your email list and then sending them that link to whatever landing page you created to get them on there. And lots of other different ways. But the most popular way right now is to definitely create a freebie. And so to create that opt-in, I use Canva. Canva is amazing, but you could also use Photoshop if you're more techie, or, InDesign. There's like a bunch of different graphic design options out there, but a really simple one to get started with is Canva. And so once you have that opt-in created, that lead magnet, the juicy freebie that your ideal client just cannot resist, then you're going to get that over into ConvertKit, connect it to an opt-in form, and then promote that link for that landing page that you created and start building your email list from there. So I know I talked really fast through that, but I just wanted to get through it so you could just, watch this live really quick and be about your day. And then, later tonight, go actually start setting up your email list. So just to recap, the 4 things you need for an email, to build your email list. It's an email service provider. I recommend ConvertKit, an opt-in form, a landing page, and then an actual opt-in or lead magnet to entice people to want to be added to your email list. And so I mentioned in the beginning that I do have an amazing challenge coming up on Monday, October 4th through 8th. It's a 5-day challenge, my first one this year. I meant to host one like months and months and months ago, and then that just didn't happen. So here we are, the last quarter of the year, actually going through with this. Let me lift my head up a little bit. We're going forward with this challenge. It's called Uplevel Your List. And what I'm going to be doing is sharing the email automation secrets of high-end coaches. If you don't know, I've worked with coaches for like the last year and a half, and I've learned a lot about how they use, specifically how successful coaches are using their email marketing to their advantage to go ahead and really get clients on autopilot. Yes, there is some work up front, obviously creating those lead magnets, or, creating your one main lead magnet, or creating webinars to get people onto your email list. But then once you start creating those sequences and using some different tagging and automation and all of that, it can start working like just a well-oiled machine to just get those people on your list and get them into your coaching programs. So during this challenge, I'm going to be sharing those tips with you. And I just wanted to go over really quick what we're going to cover each day. So on day 1, we're going to cover picking the best email service provider for your business. Obviously, I'm going to say it's ConvertKit, but the nice thing is that even if you don't go with ConvertKit, I'm still going to go over, what you want to look for when you're choosing an email service provider, because maybe you're like, ConvertKit isn't for me, and that's totally fine. But the tips that I'm going to be sharing and the strategies I'm going to be sharing can be applied to any email service provider. So even if you don't go with ConvertKit, that's totally okay. You're still going to want to attend this challenge. On day 2, we're going to be talking about the top 7 strategies to build your list. I already talked about one here, which was, building that, creating that lead magnet, but there's 6 other ones that I want to share with you that you may want to start to implement. Maybe you already have a freebie and maybe, you're like, this isn't working. So maybe you want to try a different strategy. So we're going to talk about those. And then on day 3, we're going to talk about the number 1 mistake that I see new coaches make when they're trying to build their email list and how to avoid it. And then on day 4, we're going to talk about how to not lose leads, how to build an email funnel. Funnels is another one of my favorite topics to talk about. And then finally on day 5, we're going to talk about avoiding burnout and how to create a newsletter publishing calendar. So all of these things I'm super excited to get to talk about with you. Again, you can go to, or I don't even know if I said it, but well, it's been going along this on the bottom of the page. You can go to shadayjohnson.com/challenge to go ahead and get signed up. I will be going live in an exclusive Facebook group at 12 p.m. Pacific time each day. If you're not able to make it live, that's totally okay because the replays will be available that week for you. So you can watch them at your leisure throughout the week. And if you have any questions about it, definitely send me a DM here on Facebook, or you can send an email to hello@sha-dayjohnson.com. And I think that's all I wanted to talk about. Let's see. We got the 4 things that you need to build your email list, the 4 techie things you need. And let's say if you're watching this and because I think I might post this on YouTube, now that I'm thinking about it. So if you're watching this on YouTube and you're not in my Facebook group, then definitely come on over to Facebook and you can either search behind the scenes tech for successful. Oh, okay. There's a fly in the room. Oh my God. I think it's like not a fly, but like a moth or something that really scared me. Okay. Sorry. Probably edit that out. But if you're watching this on YouTube, then definitely go over to Facebook, search that, or you can search behind the scenes tech for successful female coaches, or you can just go to shadayjohnson.com/group, and that will take you right to the group. So I'm going to go ahead and figure out what that bug is over there because I'm on the inside freaking out because I don't do bugs. And I will talk to you next time. Thank you so much for joining me for this behind the scenes tech talk. And I hope you have an amazing day. Bye. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss my future videos just like this one that I post every Thursday. And if you have a biz bestie that would benefit from this info, be sure to share it with her. I'll see you next time. Bye.